always remember that life is not supposed to be easy. It's when we fall into the illusion of feeling like life is supposed to be easy and this or that, it was supposed to work out how you thought it was going to work out, and it didn't work out that way. And now you're questioning everything. You're questioning your faith, you're questioning the direction that you're walking, you're questioning yourself, the decisions that you're making, the thoughts that you're thinking, the feelings that you're feeling, the people that you're around. Don't forget that life is supposed to be challenging. We're here to grow. We're here to learn. We're here to expand ourselves and our consciousness. And so life is like a school. It's not going to be you show up and you're born here and la-di-da, you get everything that you want and everything that you ever thought you would want, and all your dreams come true, and you live happily ever after for the whole span of time that you're here. That'd be awesome, right? But there's a reality that is like that. And for the time being, we chose to incarnate into this dense reality so we could experience this adversity, so we could grow at an unprecedented rate. Because when we have the resistance, it's a lot like weight training, right? If you want to get stronger, you're going to lift heavier weights. You're going to do more reps of those weights. You're going to make it harder for yourself so that when you do that in the future, you're trained for it, you're acclimated to it, it becomes easier. Now, I want you to think about something in your life that you've overcome. Something that maybe used to be a difficult situation, but you've gotten to the point where it's not difficult anymore. And say maybe that same thing that you're doing that used to be difficult is now easy because you've done it so much, because you've overcome the initial adversity that caused that to be strenuous, difficult. That's growth. And we need to think about life from a growth mindset, because otherwise we fall into victimhood. If we think about life as like, oh, it should be providing for me, it should be giving me what I want, and everything should be like taken care of, and then that doesn't happen, then you're going to be left thinking like, well, why isn't life taking care of me? Why isn't life giving me everything that I want and everything that I deserve? Because I know I'm worthy, I know I'm awesome, I know things should be going the way that I want them to go, but they're not. Why is that? Is it because blah, 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 blah? And then, like I said, we fall into that spiral of being a victim, of feeling like, oh, woe is me, I've met adversity. We have to look at the challenges as a part of the game. When we look at life and the difficulties that we face as a part of things to overcome, it may not make them easier, but it will give you the right mindset to overcome them. Because just like anything in life, if you have the right mindset in order to achieve or overcome what it is that you need to achieve or overcome, you're going to do it. You can do it. You can make that happen, whatever that thing is. But you're never going to get there if you don't have the mindset to get there. And maybe even if you do, you're going to be complaining the whole time. And you might not have enjoyed the journey the way that you could have. And that's an important point that I want to touch on a bit more. We can enjoy the journey even if it's difficult. Even if life is throwing everything at us, we can still find a reason to smile. We can still find a reason to be grateful and to appreciate the experience in itself, because this life is such a rare thing. We get to come here to be these specific people with the specific things that we do and the specific challenges that we have come here to overcome. And why would you look at that like a punishment? Because on some level, we all chose to be here. We all chose to come here to have this specific incarnation as this specific person. And there are lessons that are placed along our paths that we need to learn. And some of those can be difficult. They can be painful. They can knock us off our high horse and make us feel like, I don't know how I'm going to continue. I don't know what I'm going to do now that this isn't working out, or this person isn't there, or I don't know what to do next with this. But that's part of the game. And the thing is, reality has no switch, so to speak, to tell us like, yeah, that's the right way. Yeah, that's the right direction. I should say an indicator. Reality doesn't give us necessarily this clear indication of, like, a prompt that shows up in your mind that's gonna be like, yeah, go that way. Are you sure you wanna go that way? Like, are you sure that's the right way? No, we don't get that. And that's because part of the game is exploration. It's learning to know that we can make our own decisions and we can make our own choices. We have free will here. And it's through that free will that we get to learn lessons. And through those lessons that we learn, that we get to refine the paths that we take. You know, you could walk up the trail and make it all the way to the top of the mountain, and then find that you want to go off the trail and you want to go explore something else. And maybe you might find something interesting, but maybe you get lost going off the trail. And then all of a sudden you have that experience, and that shapes the way that you're going to look at it. You're going to say, okay, like, I see this trail, I see this way that it could be done, and I might choose to be unconventional with it. I might choose to do my own thing and go my own way and be my own person, do my own path, but I have to remember the way back, or I have to remember the way to the top. You know that you have to keep the destination in mind. You have to stay focused. You have to know where you're headed, and you have to choose that direction for yourself. It's easy in life to be sort of like directionless, where things are not, there's not a purpose, there's not a reason for going in a certain way, but we have to know where we're headed, even if we're wrong. And that's where it takes confidence in yourself. And like I said, a mindset that is adapted to growth. A mindset that is going to allow us to, even if we meet adversity, even if we run into things that are going to make the trek difficult, that we know that we're going to overcome it, and we can look at it with a smile on our face. Say, okay, this is going to be difficult, but I need to grow from this. I need to learn from this. And in growing and learning from that, we become such a stronger, better, more well-rounded person. That is the most important part here. We're all here to grow. None of us are perfect. None of us have everything. None of us are on this wavelength where it's just flawless and we don't experience any imperfections. Like, social media has kind of brainwashed us all to think like, wow, they have such a great life and they're doing all this. No, they have challenges just like you, maybe even more so. We all have challenges just like that, but the difference is in your mind. The difference is how you are going to view those challenges. You can be a victim to life, and everything is happening to me, and oh, woe is me, and they don't suffer like I do, and you can have that vibration if you want. You can cry all the way home. No one's gonna judge you. It's your choice if you want to do that. But if you want to decide that you're gonna figuratively take the bull by the horns, and you're gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna ride this experience to the end. I'm gonna see it through, and I'm gonna grow as much as I can. I'm gonna go through those experiences. I'm gonna feel the pain. I'm going to heal from things that I need to heal from. I'm going to challenge myself in the ways that I need to challenge myself. If you go about life that way, you not think you'd get to the end of it feeling like you're fulfilled, feeling like it was all worth it, like it all had a purpose in the end, right? There's no pain worse than feeling like your life is just meaningless suffering. That's hell, honestly, if it came down to it. Feeling like you're just going through this and things are happening to you and the world's against you and there's nothing you can do about it. What a horrible way to live your life. It's to know that we designed these challenges for ourselves. These challenges are for us to grow and to expand. And when we look at them like that, life can be such a blessing. It can be such a gift. Even the painful things can be such a blessing and such a gift. And we can appreciate them. We can appreciate life. We can appreciate each day that we live, no matter what we're going through. And that is the purpose. Living in that state of gratitude, living in that state of appreciation, that will take us all the way to where we need to go. Because when we're living like that, it means we are living on purpose. We are living with a purpose, meaningful, not just getting dragged through the experience. Everything that you're going to face, you're equipped. You're equipped to deal with it. You're capable of overcoming it, because if it finds you on your path, whether it's just a minor inconvenience or something that destroys you, you are stronger than that. It might take time. It might take effort. It might take going through the pain and going through those dark places. But you're equipped to deal with it, and you can deal with it. You can overcome it, and you can become the greater person on the other side of it. I promise you that. And that's what we're here to do. So with that, much love to you all. I hope you enjoy your life. I hope you can appreciate this day-to-day experience that we're all having and that we all go through together, because this is truly something beautiful if we allow it to be. All right? Take care. Until next time.